Hi, welcome to my channel, Mikey's Video Game Madness. And if you're new to watching my channel, well, thank you for checking it out. Today we're playing Assassin's Creed Unity on the PlayStation 4. I'm sure if you keep up with gaming sites or other people's YouTube channels, which I assume you do if you're watching my channel, because I have no idea how you found this if you didn't. This game has gotten a lot of flack for its bugs and being unfinished, yada yada yada. So we're going to play it today. Actually, before I started playing this, and I played it last week, so it's a fairly new update. There is a 6 gig update file. So hopefully this game will get the money back that they spent on it, and maybe I'll do well enough to get like a Game of the Year Greatest Hits edition. They'll have all the updates downloaded onto the disc, because man, there are a lot of updates in this game, and if they could consolidate it on one disc, that would be great. Now that saying, I really didn't find a whole bunch of issues when I played this when it first came out. Before all the hoopla, obviously the evidence is out there that there's glitches in this game, but sorry, I'm pushing my dog away. I didn't want her to step on the record button. I know I'm a horrible animal owner. I hate saying animal owner because they're like your friend, you know. But yeah, I didn't come across many problems. I'm used to the Assassin's Creed games on last gen suffering from slowdowns, especially like Assassin's Creed 3 and whatnot. Especially towards the end, that game came to it like a stutter. So, obviously I'm not doing much in the game because I'm talking. And I think I'm in the middle of a mission. But, so I guess I wasn't really looking out for it. I wasn't expecting these types of games to run butterly smooth. But there's a lot of glitches. I've seen them on YouTube or whatever. I didn't have much of a problem, but at the same time, I didn't get very far into the game because I just hadn't had enough time. Now, that being said, they've updated a lot, and since I've gotten farther in the game and played the update, I'm sure I'm still not really far into the game. I still don't know what I'm supposed to do. Apparently, I just by habit killed that guy. Probably should steal his shit too. I mean, we don't want that body to go to waste. But since I play with the updates, I guess it runs smoother. I really don't know. And I haven't not played this game because it's bad. There's just been so many releases that came out around the same time that I just kind of got lost. One thing I have to say is this game is a lot more difficult than the other Assassin's Creed games due to the fact that there's a lot more people on the screen at the same time, so it's hard to micromanage. I'm sure it might be possible, but I wouldn't do what I just did, picking a fight with a bunch of people around. I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to do because I kind of left off the last time I played this game when I started a mission because it was late. But yeah, I did not play this game because of the glitches or anything. I actually think it's really detailed, and I don't have a lot of money. I don't know when I'm going to be able to visit France, and I'll never have a chance to visit France during this time era, although I'd have no desire to want to visit France during this era with the whole Black Plague, not having antibiotics, and just the fucking genocide like over like the smallest thing. I mean, yeah, it would be like a horrible thing. The guillotine definitely got its use during this time. Your water source is also the source that a lot of times people would empty out their toilets, dump dead bodies into it and everything. It wouldn't be a time I would want to live in France or visit there. But I mean, it's still beautiful. The architecture is beautiful, and it's extremely detailed. And I'm kind of under the understanding that when you have a game that's this detailed with this much stuff going on in it, and I mean it is pretty detailed. Like, I don't know if you've gone on the internet and looked at, like, I don't know what website it is. Like, I've seen the posts like on Facebook, people taking a photograph of France, especially during around the older architecture, because a lot of the stuff wouldn't existed. The modern stuff wouldn't existed during this time era, which is the late 1700s. And hold up a photograph and then post it over the game, and it's amazing how much it matches. And when you have a game this big, I don't know what I'm investigating. I see a bunch of exclamation points. Well, I don't know how I'm going to find that agent if I have this stuff. But when you're making a game this large, I can understand that there's a lot of stuff that's looked over. And with this economy, if you put a game on hold for too long and miss out on the holiday season, it could really hurt you. Although I think Ubisoft probably would have been fine with just having Far Cry 4 out. But, you know, this game was in development for quite some time. I mean, I know that they release an Assassin's Creed game like every year, but different people like really work on it, and they outsource it a lot of different companies work on these games, so it seems like they're rushed, but they're kind of not. Like, I think this game was actually being developed during Assassin's Creed. Yeah, like, I'm gonna fucking hold up against a firing squad. This game is really hard, and I'm not doing this game justice. But anyway, if you've been reluctant about playing this game and you like the Assassin's Creed game but been reluctant because of the glitches, apparently all the patches and everything and updates have fixed all that. It'd be nice if it was on a disc, but right now it's out of the question. Sometimes I think the internet's a little bit responsible for killing games or making people avoid to give them a chance. I mean, a game should be released finished, but I mean, I don't think it was the huge catastrophe everybody made it out to be. There's worse things out there you could be playing, in my opinion. Our expectations have gotten so high during modern gaming. Maybe they were high before, but maybe since now we have YouTube and all these gaming sites, there's like a voice. Cancel. Or I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do, but everybody's firing a gun. I don't have a gun. If I do, I don't know how to use it. And I'm not doing this game any justice, but yeah, I would definitely give it a shot if you're a fan. This harkens back to the older Assassin's Creed games, so it's a little bit more difficult. I kind of feel like the last 2 or 3 Assassin's Creed games have been easier. I don't know about Rogue. I refuse to play Rogue until I finish Black Flag, because Rogue is kind of a sequel to Black Flag, which I don't think I did a video Black Flag. I definitely need to do a video Black Flag. It's just strange. That's like the best one in the series that I've played. I don't think I've ever played Assassin's Creed 2 or Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I've just played Assassin's Creed Revelations, Assassin's Creed 3, and Assassin's Creed's Black Flag, and Assassin's Creed's Unity. So the ones I haven't played is Brotherhood and Assassin's Creed 2, which are apparently some of the best ones. I did like the character from Assassin's Creed Revelations, which is one of the main characters of Assassin's Creed 2 or Revelations. The game's controls aren't bad. I'm just used to playing what the hell game was it that I was playing? I was playing Infamous, and the controls are different. It's so hard making these videos and playing competently. Maybe if I hide around here instead of going all crazy, maybe I'll avoid some people. There's like these guys in red coats, I forgot what they're called, but they bully you all the time. I probably should have played this game a while before I made the video. Oh. I guess in this game it encouraged you to be sneaky because all I did was sneak and then held the L2 button where he crawled, and all of a sudden I avoided all this shit. I really like the texture they got down for like the velvet uniforms that they're wearing. At least that's what I think it is. I've never seen that texture on a PlayStation 3 or Xbox 360 game. I mean, the costumes and the backgrounds and everything are exquisite and detailed and fine. The facial animations like that look really good. I don't know if they recorded somebody doing it. If they didn't and they just are really talented animators, that's incredible. But I would just hate the amount of work for this game to be missed, especially people interested in the Time Era and the Assassin's Creed games. And yeah, I believe games are partly responsible for their failing, but I think sometimes the internet blows things out of proportion, and all these vocal gamers that are spoiled sometimes on their pedestal bitch and whine and get other people to absolutely not give a game a chance. Because I feel like you really don't know how a game is until you actually have played it. No matter how many videos you've watched on it, you just don't know. There's a unique experience of having the controller in your hand and controlling it, and the eye and the hand coordination and having things move on the screen that just can't translate anywhere else except if you play the game. I just think it's easy to nitpick. And people are like, well, it's $60 and all this stuff. I understand that. I mean, I've bought games where I felt like I was burned before on it. And understand with the economy, you want to be more careful. At the same time, games have been cheaper than ever. And I've bought games that shit, I guess. I guess I failed that mission. But I've bought games that I've been upset, but games are cheaper than they are, and I just think people almost have like this, not people, like some gamers like almost treat a game like it, like the developer like owes something to them or something. I don't know how to explain it. Obviously you want a decent product, but I don't think that the developers owe shit to you. If that's their vision, that's what they want to do. But I mean, if it's broken or whatever, I can understand. I just think if somebody was as critical with their work or whatever. Gosh dang it. I don't even know who I'm supposed to tail anymore. I fucking hate these assholes in red. I guess I'm dead. I do like the blood effects, which always seem to be squirting out of me. Do not make your decision based on my gameplay, because I don't know what I'm doing. That's the problem with jumping on to a game that you haven't played in a while. Do I have to be in here? I hope he's not that stupid where just sitting down makes him forget about me. Oh shit. There's multiple ways to finish these levels. I just haven't discovered it because I'm not even sure who I'm supposed to tail right now. It's best to be on higher ground. There's a certain way to play this game that I'm just not playing it right, and it's definitely my fault. It's not the game's fault. This game does expect you to use some stealth. Kind of like the game Thief. I mean, if you go out and play Thief and try to play it like fucking like you're in the movie Commando, it doesn't work. Even though Thief doesn't have like a giant machine gun, but so who am I supposed to be tailing? No, you won't. Shut the fuck up. Who else saw me up here? I don't like these assholes have walkie-talkies. I would like to have a gun so I can play like Commando. We're not in the greatest section of town, but when you get to the better section, the architecture and stuff is quite nice. Fortunately, I didn't realize I left this on a mission and it was going to make me play this mission. and everybody seems to remember me, which is a bummer according to this. Supposed to tail this guy. Somehow not causing any commotion. I don't care about your shit being stolen right now because I gotta figure out what I'm supposed to do. With these little bullies everywhere, I can't fucking figure it out. Yeah, I see the icon. Is it because the person's over there or something? God, I hear swords coming out. Fuck. Get in there. Surrounded by enemies. This is kind of stressful here. Oh, fuck. I didn't attack nobody. No, leave me alone. How the fuck am I supposed to avoid them if they keep on following me? I don't like the loading times in this. This is one thing I will bitch about. They are longer than what I'm used to. I don't like any game though. I'm just getting impatient. I don't like it when any game like forces you to wait a long time. And that's just because of instant gratification. I have owned a Commodore 64 where I've had 5-minute loading times. I just think we're spoiled as gamers. We've just had such great worlds and everything just handed to us on a pedestal that we just expect perfection for every game, and that's just unrealistic. I think this game does a lot of things extremely well that I haven't seen in other games, especially with the environmental detail. I mean, you do kind of feel like you're time traveling a little bit, which is really cool. There's just so many enemies everywhere. This Assassin's Creed game like can have hundreds of people on the screen at one time, which is one of the reasons why this game sometimes has issues with the frame rate. It's really subtle too. Like sometimes you're like, am I playing a next gen title? But then you see some of the architecture and the people at the same time, and then you're like, oh yeah, I am. They've fit so much into the game. How many people are up here? Come on. How do people fucking see shit on the roof? Get off of there. Sometimes he attaches the stuff I don't want him to. I'm gonna steal your shit while you're still squirming. I gotta get used to the controls. That's part of my problem. Now, where is the guy I have to tail? I gotta find him again? There he is. I didn't tell you to jump off. I have to actually have something to climb on. Otherwise, if I push X, he's not going to climb up. He's going to jump off of the wall. Go across there. It's surprising how many houses you actually can go into. Isn't this whole area restricted? Alright, Ebenezer Scrooge. If they made an Assassin's Creed game that took place during the French Resistance, I wouldn't hesitate at all to get it. Although I usually get the Assassin's Creed games now when they come out. Even though I haven't got the Assassin's Creed, fuck, I can't think of the name now. Whatever one came out when this came out on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. Sometimes there's multiple ways to go into a place. Sometimes you can find a key nearby. Sometimes you find a window you can go into. I'm so not used to these controls, so I always forget how to switch my weapons. And I actually do have a gun. and I got shot. Gun beats sword every time, unless you're a fucking Jedi or something. Fortunately, I'm not. I'm just some thug. Oh, Assassin's Creed Rogue is the name of the game that I haven't gotten, but there's like these time rifts that you can go into in this game, and I played one of them, and I saw in the trailer one of them the assassin climbed the Eiffel Tower and was shooting down Nazi planes with a machine gun. It looked really cool, and I'm like, that would be awesome if they had a World War II Assassin's Creed game. I would think that's fantastic, and I would definitely get it without hesitation, especially as part of the French Resistance. You actually had modern guns and Molotov cocktails, and you'd have like guerrilla warfare. I guess it'd be a different kind of game. It'd be kind of stealth based, but I would like it if it had a little bit more action in it. I think Assassin's Creed Black Flag and even 3 and I don't know if this is a good idea. No, it's not a good idea. I was gonna jump down. Even but I was saying Assassin's Creed Revelations added some freedom. This adds some freedom, but it's really like picky once you get caught. You really don't have much of a chance of survival. Before, I could like usually sword fight everybody and win, kind of like the Arkham games. This game's more about like stealth. There's different ways to complete a mission, but you gotta do it in a stealthful manner. I can see that you can go into that building somehow. Don't fucking climb there. I gotta get used to these fucking controls. Yeah, fuck you twat. I really want to stab the gun people, not the people with them fucking swords. Alright guys, this wasn't a good demonstration of this game, but it'll have to suffice for today. Maybe I'll play a different version once I get more accustomed to it. And it's not the game's fault, it's my fault because I haven't played it in a while and I really didn't get to show you everywhere I wanted to, so maybe I'll cover it later because I really want to advocate for this game, especially since it's been updated, and I know it should have been updated in the first place, blah blah blah, but it's updated now, so whatever. If you have YouTube or whatever, you can probably download the patches. Now, later on, when you bitch about server problems and you can't download the patches, that's perfectly understandable. But hopefully they'll have some disc in the future that has like a Game of the Year edition that has all the DLC. And Ubisoft's credit, they continuously work on this game. They're giving you free DLC that they were originally going to charge you for. And to the people who bought the Seasons Pass, they got like a whole brand new free game, not like a shitty old game. Like you could get Far Cry 4 if you wanted it. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me play as a miserable failure on this game, and hopefully this game piques some interest. Like I would recommend it. I think it's a blast. Now, I will say if you're new to the Assassin's Creed game and you want an entry level game, definitely go with Black Flag. This is for people who have mostly played Assassin's Creed. And there's also 4-player co-op multiplayer, but I don't know anything about it because I haven't played it, so I can't tell you anything about it. but I like it. It takes a while to get used to, especially if you haven't played it in a while and get back into it. It's very technical. It really wants you to play stealthy. You can't have some of the more action-packed shenanigans you can in the Assassin's Creed's game before this, but I would definitely recommend picking up Black Flag, or trying picking up Black Flag if you're new to the Assassin's Creed series. But if you like the Assassin's Creed games overall, I'd give this a shot. I have a feeling this won't be $60 forever based on all the criticism that it's gotten, but I think if you were on the fence about getting it and want it or whatever, now's the time, because it kind of fixed the problems that it had. But thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to leave a comment, positive or negative. If you choose to leave a negative comment, please make sure the criticism is constructive and you're not being an asshole to me or anybody else on the site. And thank you guys so much for watching. I know you already decided, but if you did happen to like this channel, feel free to subscribe. And those of you who have subscribed, thank you so much for your support. I'll try to make this channel better, but I'll have to guess for you guys if I don't get feedback on anything of what you guys want to watch. But of course, I make this channel for me too, so it might be a lost cause. I'm just joking. I care about what you guys think. I mean, it'll never be like a professional production value wise channel, but you know, I do the best I can with what I have. Thank you guys so much. I'll talk to you in the next video. Take care. Bye.